Hey everybody, welcome back to Vectorsigma.info. Today I am here to record my seal pull that I got for the release event and go through the cards and how I'm going to build it and stuff like that. I think I got one of the more interesting setups for sure, because what ended up happening is like I ended up getting Chrome Dome Harble, Brawn Cancrace, but I also got a Shadow Plane and a Shadow Tank. And with that, something is awfully annoying. Sorry, guys. Eeh. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of that sound because that was awful. Sorry. Um, with that, because I got the plane and the tank, I only got two Titans, but I got four heads. So I have some like serious options that I have to weigh and worry about. But as a whole, I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's pretty cool. So it gives me more options. Obviously, like I didn't get a one-star head, so that makes it a little more complicated because like I have 2, 3, 3, 3. Sorry, 2, 3, 3, 4. So it's gonna be a little more complicated those numbers. But even at 6, 9, like it seems pretty complicated. But like I might be able to get like I could do you know 6 plus 3, which is 9, and then 8 plus the 2, which is 10, and then like get Brawn, like I could do something like that. So where like I could have two Titans and a 5-star, which is pretty interesting. I could do the Chrome Dome at 8 plus 3, which would be 11, and then plus Crankcase and plus Plane. So that would also get me there because that's perfect 25. So that's pretty intriguing. Same thing, like I could, play the tank if I wanted over the crankcase. I don't think I would do that, but like I could. Um, plenty of different options here to work with. Um, the intriguing thing is definitely the idea that I could get potentially both of these guys in, just because like if I wanted to, like I said, this would be 8, 11, 8, and then the 5. Which could actually mean like I could just get away from this. I could play the 2 3s, right? So like 8, 11 plus 9, 20, 25. So I have a little bit of play there. So there's definitely a lot of different things that I could do with my heads. If I felt that Horrible was the best play. I'm not sure that Horrible is, but to get the 5th character, like maybe it's interesting. The stealth on either character would be interesting also. So like that's a lot of play too. But like this is like one of those weirder pools that since you have so many different heads that like you can really kind of manipulate like what you want to do with your deck. And I don't think that's a very easy thing to do otherwise. Normally, like you'll get like two or three, you'll just get 2 or 3 Titans, which are all generally big. They're all like, they're 8s, the 9s, your 10s, your 11s, and stuff like that. So like if you can get a pool that has something like this where you're like, 7, 7, 6, 8, and then you have a 5 and a 7, like you actually have like I could play probably any combination of these characters. So like that's actually what the most intriguing part about this pull I thought was. Um, I haven't like fully gone over it. I honestly haven't fully decided what I'm gonna play yet, but like I definitely thought that it was like intriguing enough that it's like, well, I should definitely record this poll because I think it's definitely probably a little more unique than most pools since I got 2 of the Sky Shadow pieces and I was able to like come away with um, 2 extra heads because of that on 2 bodies. I didn't get the Sky Shadow Sync. Sorry, guys. So there's no like, oh my god, you got the nuts, you got the Sky Shadow. That's not a thing. So that's a plus. So we got 2 Dissembles. Let's get rid of this mouse. Get the hell out of here. 2 hit and runs, a hold down, 2 improvised shields. Just trying to lay it out where the camera can see everything. Some of this is already like in sleeves because of playing with Cameron the other night. I didn't take anything out yet. Let's try that. Let's try and organize this a little bit better here. Just so we can get everything, get the whole pull out on the table. You can still see that, right? Okay. my head is covering some of it. So yeah, so this is our rares. So I dropped a card. I might need that. It's important. Where'd it go? Ugh. Hollow Man Protector. It's a green, so who knows? So I like to lay my stuff out in pips first, to be honest. Like, I know this was common, uncommon, and green, and common, uncommon, rare just to start, but I personally like to lay my stuff out by pip, just to get the full effect of everything that I could possibly be doing well and correctly. So let's just get that for you guys real quick. Black, black, greens. Right. Blues, got a couple blanks, got orange, black. So I mean, I got, like, the energy capsule makes me wonder if, like, it would be worth it to try and play 2 of the Battle Masters or not. Still definitely not sold on that idea, just because I think that Crankcase and the Plane are just better. I don't know that it matters if I have the extra guy to hide behind. I think that's the question, is that, like, it's hard. It's been pretty hard for me to evaluate, like, if that is the best option, because the format's a little, it's definitely slightly weird. It's definitely slightly different. So, like, I don't know that you need to be, quote, 5 wide. My understanding, especially like this, like, I have no scouting missions or anything like that, I think. No additional draw whatsoever. So, like, if this is like the pool and it's like I have like a mission briefing and like that's it. And that slightly worries me, just because like, I don't have a way to continuously use every character's attack. So, like, if I don't have a way to use every character's attack, I don't know that it's correct to go to the extent of playing double Titan Master, because, like, if I don't have a good way to play double Titan Master, I don't have, like, a good way to, like, keep it going. Like, I don't know that it matters. Like, if I get down to my dudes, all they're going to be attacking for is 2 or 3, you know, so that, I don't think that's impactful. But, like, if I get to Crankcase and Sky Shadow, which are, 4 bowl 2, and then, like, the, if you have 5 cards in your hand, just, deal, have a +3 attack. I think that's, like, a definite way I'd rather go, and I'd rather look at it. And that's, I think, how I'm going to carry it over. And it's really hard. It's really been hard for me to evaluate the Carble in this format. I just don't know that it's good enough. It seems like it's perfectly good enough, and it seems like it's really strong. And I don't see, like, it's really hard not to play it. But, like, Chrome Dome also seems really strong, and it's better statted and has more health. So, like, I feel like I'm going to lean way more into the Chrome Dome type thing. And I don't know. It's really, really tough to decide between those two, actually. Especially if you're not going to play both of them. Like, I think I could easily play Chrome Dome and Horrible and get both, and play the Brawn, just because, like, I happen to have the 5-star. But, it's tough. So let's just take a look at this, like, straight up. Like, not losing this, not losing this. Like, these are all, like, cards to play. Like, honestly, like, I don't think this card's that great. The double black is fine, but I don't know, like, I'm not saying, like, I guarantee you have to play it. I don't know that you definitely probably don't need double dissemble. And this card's, like, fringe interesting. Double Talons is pretty good. This card's not great. If we end up playing a Crankcase, like, the hit and runs are definitely fine. I think, like, all of these oranges are great. Like, I mean, the spike bracelets aren't spectacular, so we can probably easily just take them out and just not even worry about them. If I guess these are all just fine. I have to double check on the weapon slots, but, so let's just see. We got rid of a couple cards already easily. So we got 6 cards to start. That puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So we still have to cut 5 cards. And I think like a lot of this could come down to the play. Regenerative Core is probably just not. I mean, like the problem is I think this card actually is pretty good. Just as a green fetchable armor as a +1, and like honestly, like I'm not convinced that like every attack is going to be for like 8, 9, 10. So like if it's not, and this actually can potentially create an extra attack for you, then like this card's actually pretty good. The Sonic Stun Gun's another one. Like if you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, greens in your deck, 7 greens in your deck, like maybe you can get away with playing that card and it's fine. I'm curious exactly how many weapons I have. Master Swords, Junk Cannons, this guy, Talons. So like I definitely feel like that's okay. I have this as also a green weapon. So like those Junk Cannons are definitely gonna stick around probably. Tiagato's fine. Turn the Tides, I think I didn't. If we end up with 1 Autobot and 2, then Turn the Tides probably not. I think this is going to end up happening. I don't think that's going to end up being that good. I think the hit runs are going to be fine. I don't know that you need 2 disassembles, but like I don't know. I just easily cut 1. Sporting Fire seems pretty great. The real character defends, each player flips. I don't know. That's probably not going to see any play either. So let's just get rid of that. And then we're down. We're getting down there at the nitty gritty of this. Getting a lot closer to where we want to be, I think. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So we're definitely getting closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, is that good enough for Sun Gun? Like, I don't know. Like, it's still a green visual weapon. I think because we have 2 Talons, like, I just don't think this card's worth it. Like, you're never gonna live the dream. Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I think it's really tough to say that you're gonna just live the dream and always have like other 2 greens to play and you get like +3. Like, I don't know that that's good enough. So I think that's just get cut because like I just don't think it's good enough. And then this is just the bare knuckle of it up here. Like, I don't know that you get much closer here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Capsule seems great. 3 of these are like, like this is just like, okay, what, like these cards are just like not gonna go away type thing. If you only have the 1 Autobot, maybe this is the easy way to cut 2 Decepticons. Like, I don't know that this card's ever gonna matter, Visor, but like you have 2 Decepticons, like maybe that's just the difference. And like maybe that's just the easiest cut possible. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. So like I think I just cut here, and then like you just end up with that, and like your direct damage is like pretty good. So you're gonna have, this would be a buff, armors, buff. So buff, there, armor, utility for draw, and then so yeah. So if you look at it that way, that's a pretty good amount of burn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, 8 burn spells, 3 buff spells, slight amount of draw. Ways answer. I think that's where I end up, which ends up cutting the repair, gun, Quagmire, disassemble, turn the tide, Spire Masters. These 2, like, they just don't do anything. And then like the only questionable thing is like the scalpel, just because of the double black. But like I still am not overly confused that like any of that matters enough. And yeah, so I think that's where I end up. I think I end up here. Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, so that's my 25 cards. And then, like I said, I think I just end up, take these away. And we bring back our characters. Crankbase Plane. Chrome Dome. I think we go Flame Out. Right, because this is 7, 14, 8 plus 3 is 11. Yeah. So I think that's where we end up. I think it gives us room for options. You know, like, the whole point here is that, like, the rules of Sealed, like, I could almost transform my deck if I need to. But I feel like this lineup here has just the most power, like sheer power. You know, the crankcase with the double hit and run is just good. There's just synergy there. Like, this is just 4 bold, deal it yourself. I think Chrome Dome is actually really solid, like taking away your opponent's best action, like in a format that like doesn't have a ton of draw. It's like pretty powerful. So like I'm definitely not afraid of that either. I don't think any of these cards are better than just having the bold. I mean, like, there's maybe an argument that like you would play Moxo to go to 7 and then like get rid of Crankcase to play the other one. Like, you know, like the point is that this is like without a doubt way more options than I think most have. And I just don't know. I don't know if it's better to just play like I'm just gonna play Horrible and Stealth Head and be like, what's this? So this is 9, 11. Yeah, like I was like, you'd also just so very easily just build it this way. So where it's like 9, yeah, 9, 11, 25. So, you know, I like I said, like I don't think if you look across the board of these pools in this format, like I don't think many people are going to have this many options with their building. So I actually think this is like one of the harder to choose from, and like with the lack of experience in the format, it's very hard to tell if building it this way just to like lean on the horrible would be correct. Um, you know, like I could go through, I could look at my black cards again, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, like so like I have 10 black cards, which is fine in a 25 card deck. You know, it's 40% ish. I just don't know that Horrible is that good without playing 2 black cards a turn and being the most efficient character you can be. So that's why like I don't think that like I want to play Horrible. I think I would rather just play like these characters are just good on their own. Like at the very least, this is a 5 attacker. This is a 4 attacker with bold 2. This guy is basically going to be your key flipper most of the time. Like unless you think you can get away with Chrome Dome a couple times, but this guy's just going to draw you extra cards, etc. So like I think this is where I end up for sure. I think I definitely end up with a bold head. Maybe there's an argument for the Moxo head, but I don't really think that's the way you would go. So I think this is just where I would end up here. Is I end up with these characters and then this battle deck. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's how I'm gonna start it. And you'll see me on stream a lot for sure, with my deck at least throughout the 5 rounds. I expect to see a lot of the Vectorsigma guys on stream and stuff like that, and we'll see how it goes. But good luck to everybody in the tournament. I'm really excited to play. It was a lot of fun to commentate the last event and to enjoy that, and even like just talk to everybody throughout the event. I had a lot of the patrons come to me and say, hey, I really liked your commentating. It really helped me think about different angles of how I could have played certain turns. And that's what this is really about. It's a learning experience along with playing a competitive tournament where like since everything's being recorded, since everything's being seen and streamed and stuff like that, it's always good to go back and see yourself and go back and watch those games. So I think for us, being able to stream these games and be able to really explore these games later on is going to be really, really useful information. And I would like, it'll be really interesting to me to see like what we can take away from this first event and how it would affect building and card points and stuff like that in the next event. So, but that's it for me, guys. Have a good one, and good luck to everybody in the sealed event. I'm excited to see what everyone else built and how everyone does. Have a good one, guys.